When I first started working in music, the thought that I would be able to meet artists who I grew up listening to was so attractive to me, until I actually got the opportunity to start meeting artists who I grew up listening to. And then I realized that it was probably best that I not, for the simple fact that if that interaction doesn't go swimmingly, it sort of unintentionally changes your relationship with the music. There really aren't many artists who, I'm very fortunate, I have not gotten a chance to meet, who I grew up listening to. I exchanged emails with Jay-Z, and I met Nas, and I hung out with Big Boy at Stankonia Studios. I was threatened by gunplay twice. I interviewed Big Sean in a family bathroom at a venue here in Chicago. But the most memorable story is, I believe it was in 2008. I was in Los Angeles covering the rollout for the EA Sports fall video game lineup, and it was held at the Playboy Mansion. And they gave us a spot on the red carpet to interview artists and celebrities as they were coming into the event. At the time, Xzibit, Mr. X to the Z, was still filming Pimp My Ride, and we wanted to get the chance to speak with him on the red carpet before he came in. So I flagged down his publicist, who promised me he would stop at the spot on the red carpet where it said DJ booth, and that he would give us a couple minutes. I had my recorder that I had purchased when I was still doing radio. And he spoke to literally everybody in that line, and he got to me and he just kept walking. And I looked at Nathan Slavic, who was our managing editor, Los Angeles based at the time, and I rolled my eyes and I was like, yes, thanks for nothing. And I guess I said it kind of loud. And he turns back around and he said, what did you say? And he was flanked by two bodyguards, and they both gave me a very stern look. And I was like, oh, nothing, we're cool, whatever. I thought we were gonna get an interview, but you're too busy. And he's like, do we have a problem? And Nathan was looking at me like, please say that we don't have a problem. And so I was like, no, we don't have a problem. So we get into the event, and the event was headlined by one of the all-time greats, Cypress Hill. And we were backstage with Be Real, and we were interviewing Be Real. And while interviewing Be Real, Xzibit walks in and sees that I'm interviewing Be Real, waits respectfully for the interview to wrap. I think he didn't give us the time of day because he didn't think that we were credible. And then once he saw that we were interviewing Cypress Hill, all of a sudden we had credibility. He came over, we dapped it up. We did do an interview, and we laughed it off. He's not my friend. I have not talked to him since. We don't exchange Christmas gifts. So, there is no happy end to this story. But yeah, that was, I would call it a highlight. If nothing else, it's a good story to tell. I remember, I think it was like 26 or 27 years old. And DJ Booth was performing extraordinarily. And I got a bonus check at the end of the year. And I was living alone. I had not yet met my wife. I didn't have any children. My monthly expenses were low. And for the holidays, I went to Best Buy and I got everybody in my family a computer. And I felt like such a baller. Now, I gave those gifts to my family, and my dad was like, please, just like, our computers are fine. You could return them. I think my brother kept his, but just being able to do that felt incredible. So that's one personal memory in particular that made me feel really good about the choices that I was making in terms of my pursuits. In 2018, I received an email from an organization called Taiwan Beats. And their organizers had been huge fans of DJ Booth for years. And they were putting on a festival, or a conference, I should say, in Taiwan. and they asked me if I would be interested in speaking at the conference to aspiring artists and creatives to talk about my success and my journey up to that point, and about how, despite the fact that there isn't a traditional infrastructure in Taipei for the music industry, how with the advances of the digital age, you could be successful anywhere. And they flew me out to Taiwan, and I spent a week there, and I met the people, and I spoke at the conference, and I was showered with love. They took me out to meals, and they were gracious, and I honestly, I felt like a celebrity for a week, undeservingly so. And it made me realize how big the world really is, and the power that what we were doing was having on a global audience, and not just here in the United States. Hey everyone, it's Z, and you are on 24/7 HH.